Young and restless Courtney Hope talks Sally's potential bold and beautiful return. Sally Spectra is busy stirring the pot in Genoa City on The Young and the Restless, but fans still can't help wondering if she'll ever circle back to her wild Los Angeles roots. In a recent sit-down with Soaps.com, Courtney Hope opens up about Sally's unfinished business on The Bold and the Beautiful. She's definitely not closing the door. Courtney Hope says Sally still has unfinished business in The Bold and the Beautiful. Courtney Hope says she still has a soft spot for Sally's bold and beautiful days. I was just thinking about this last week because Bold and Beautiful moved from the building, and I'm like, oh, I miss the family here, she admitted. This shows how those bonds on and off screen still stick with her. She also wonders if Sally would have kept in touch with Wyatt. Hope laughs as she remembers their last scene together. He told her, he said, "We need some time apart. You just need to go regroup." Then she playfully jokes about whether Sally ever actually regrouped or even bothered to reach out. Looking back at Sally's LA past, Hope feels the character has finally earned back some respect. She knows Sally took a lot of heat, especially after that infamous fake medical crisis. Even so, she still believes she'd still be friends with Liam. Hope also points out that Sally and Liam's dynamic never got the deep dive it deserved. There was really not that much explored with Liam. But I understood it, she says, hinting at their chaotic storyline. She even jokes about Sally steering clear of Steffi back then. Hope says, Sally's not trying to die in her sleep because Steffi's powerful. She needs to watch her back. Even though that storyline wrapped fast, Hope thinks Sally still has plenty of reasons to cross paths with Liam or Wyatt again. She believes this could happen if some future business endeavors pull her back to LA. Even though nothing is officially in the works, Hope says she's interested in Sally returning on The Bold and the Beautiful. She admits it would stir the pot because plenty of people in LA still hold grudges. As she puts it, Sally has unfinished business with a lot of people over there, so a comeback is always on the table. The Young and the Restless had many buzzworthy moments that got fans riled up this week. From a steamy kiss to a tense confrontation, there were many interesting scenes. Here's a look at some of the best scenes from November 10th to 14th. Key takeaways. Sally went to bat for Audra. Sharon showed she's not to be messed with. Kane and Adam traded barbs. Phyllis and Kane's friendship took an unexpected turn. Friends sticking together. Monday kicked off with Genoa City's new pals, Sally, Courtney Hope, and Audra, Zuleika Silver. Sally's attempts to help a down-on-luck Audra aren't going so well. During a meeting with Billy, Jason Thompson, Sally was informed that Jill, Jess Walton, doesn't want Abbott Communications. Sally went to bat for Audra, explaining why she'd be a good fit and that she deserves a second chance. Unfortunately, Sally's pleas fell on deaf ears, and later she had to break the bad news to Audra. However, Sally is someone who won't be deterred. She promised Audra she'd fight for her and find a way to get her on board at Abbott Communications. Sally's fierce loyalty to Audra shows why fans love their friendship. Hopefully, Sally will continue to show her support when Audra's past is finally exposed. Mama Bear. Last week, Nick Joshua Morrow had his long-awaited confrontation with Mitch/Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. This week, it was Sharon Case, turn to confront him. Fans are accustomed to seeing Sharon in tears and needing protection. However, she held her own against Matt. Sharon's strength was in full force when she approached Matt. The protective mom showed no fear towards her enemy as she warned him not to mess with her family. If Matt thought Nick was tough, that's nothing compared to what Sharon could do to him. Newman versus Ashby. Kane, Billy Flynn, and Adam, Mark Grossman, haven't had many scenes together since his return. But this week, YNR treated fans to a one-on-one scene with the two Genoa City outcasts. Kane was drowning his sorrows at society when Adam waltzed in and immediately began antagonizing the Newmans' rival. The two were soon trading barbs as Adam celebrated Kane's impending downfall. Adam's taunts did little to rile up Kane, who vowed that this would be a fresh start for him. Kane's calm demeanor certainly raised eyebrows and seemed to rattle Adam. While Adam and Victor, Eric Braden, have the upper hand, they shouldn't rule out Kane just yet. Flirty Phyllis. The show has been teasing a romance between Kane and Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, for some time. However, things are now starting to heat up between friends and business partners. Following Kane's encounter with Adam, Phyllis joined him at Society. Talk quickly turned to Kane's attempts to reunite with Lily, Crystal Khalil, but Phyllis had other ideas. The redhead began flirting with Mr. Ashby, convincing him to cut his losses and find a real woman. Kane couldn't resist the attention, and the couple's chemistry was blazing as they wooed each other. But the best part is when the two finally kissed, and needless to say, it didn't disappoint. Kane and Phyllis's lip lock is just the start of the Fane romance, which is bound to have everyone buzzing. But the icing on the cake for the scene is a jealous Lily witnessing the kiss.